Alright, so we have some inequalities in 1 and 2 triangles theorems, okay? The exterior angle inequality theorem says that the measure of an exterior angle is greater than the measure of either remote interior angle. And I don't know if you remember this or not, but we had a theorem that said if we had this exterior angle out here, this one, it was equal to these two added together. That's true. So if this one is equal to the sum of these two, well, doesn't that mean it has to be bigger than either of those individually? So what we get is red is always going to be greater than one of the blues. Okay. We have another one that says if one side of a triangle is longer than another side, then the measure of the angle opposite the longer side is greater than the measure of the angle opposite the other side. Okay, well, what that's telling us is if we have this short side right here is opposite this angle here, and this long side here is opposite that angle there, right? This side opposite that angle. Well, this angle that makes the long side is going to be bigger than this angle that makes the short side. It just makes sense. Like if you have a long side, that means the angle's opened up further than if you have a short side. Does that make sense? So if you have a long side, the angle that makes, like that opened up to make the long side is going to be bigger than the angle that opened up to make the short side. So red greater than blue. Sorry, wrong way. Blue greater than red. Right, because this angle, this side is shorter, so this angle is going to be smaller than this angle from this long side. And this is the exact same thing except opposite. What this says is if I have an angle that's larger so if this angle here, this red angle, is larger than the blue angle, then the red side is going to be larger than the blue side. So 59 and 60 are kind of the same thing, just said in opposite. Here, if I have the sides bigger, then if this side is bigger, then that angle is bigger. Here, if this angle is bigger, then this side is bigger. Okay, we have a triangle inequality theorem. When that says that the sum of the lengths of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the length of the third side. So if I have a triangle, and I have a blue side, a red side, and say a green side, the length of blue and red is going to be bigger than green. Or if I take red and I add it to green, it'll be bigger than blue. Or if I take blue and I add it to green, it'll be bigger than red. So it doesn't matter which two sides I add together. It always has to work out that two sides are bigger than the third side, like when you add them together. So any two sides have to be bigger than the third side. Okay. I'm going to draw a picture of this on another page because there's not enough room here. And the same with this. I'm going to put in another page, but you should have some room off to the side in between your squares to draw it. Does everybody have the picture here? Okay, let me pause then for a moment. Okay, so if we go to, oops, a blank page.